So now they're going to do a developer direct, and you're not going to talk about PlayStation stuff like that. I just want to see Coalition's capability with PSSR 2.
Now all of a sudden they like
Microsoft
Xbox
has been
games?
doing a decent job supporting the PlayStation platform, putting on their
But what about Sony?
games, treating the customers right. But what I really
what about Sony?
like is they did a decent
I thought you bought a PS5 for exclusives, and the funny thing is, like I've told you guys before, I don't know what's more pathetic. Xbox fanboys getting angry at the fact that PlayStation 5 is playing their games, or PlayStation 5 fans having no games to the point where they're out here glazing Xbox titles now. I mean, at this point, you guys are the new Xbox fanboys. And like I've said before, games to win another W. Xbox fans became the new PC fans. PlayStation fans became the new Xbox fans, and Nintendo fans became the new PlayStation ones. That's why they out here accepting game key cards, man. But what I find so ironic is that when Microsoft was dropping these games on the Xbox and PC platform, all of a sudden they were trash. You know, but now that these games are potentially going to PlayStation, now all of a sudden Microsoft got the heat. You know, it just goes to show you that these people have been coping for the past 20 years. Every time they told you that Xbox has no games, but yet you got Puertorock out here glazing Gears of War E-Day and how it's going to rush on his precious PSSR PlayStation 5 Pro.
Of also capitalizing on PSSR technology, right?
Look at this.
So now with 2.0 coming out,
now all of a sudden they good games.
Or E-Day is probably going to be one of those big guns to really show what PSSR 2.0 can
now,
do.
if only you guys talked about Intergalactic in the same way you talk about these Xbox games. I mean, at this point, Starfield is trending on your own platform. You guys buy those games more than you buy your own exclusives. You got poor little Astrobot crying in the corner. You know, another studio's coming up, man. And like I've said before, Operation Trojan Horse has been completed, bro. No, now I see why Microsoft said, well, everything's an Xbox. You buy a PS5 to play Xbox games. You buy an Xbox to play Xbox. You buy a PC to play Xbox games. I do think Nintendo gamers will still continue to support their intellectual properties, but as I said, they're gonna support Xbox games too. I mean, South of Midnight, I think is dropping on that platform, the Nintendo Switch 2, which we got a physical copy for the Switch 2, I think tomorrow. And this is what we doing?
Microsoft has been treating the PlayStation fan base lovely, right?
But what about Sony?
Their games, and also giving us extra benefits that they don't even give their own console fan base, right?
Like what?
Just recently, Microsoft Simulator is getting the VR treatment, something that they can't even do on their own console. So,
well, they don't have a virtual reality set, but I will say one thing. I mean, they do have Quick Resume now. Do you have that on PlayStation? How about also being able to play the game through Game Pass without having to buy it? Oh, you don't have those features, do you? Oh, I forgot.
Microsoft has been treating PlayStation gamers right? And there's also rumors.
And that's good. I mean, I'm actually, if that's the case, if Gears of War E-Day, you already know that's going to be another pony harvest, man. Y'all going to be quitting the multiplayer the first day you bought it, just like y'all did with Reloaded. You're not hurting anybody. Who cares if these games are going to PlayStation at this point? Nobody cares, bro. Like, this is what y'all do. And the funny thing is, I think the whole point, though, is the fact that you guys have hated on these franchises for so long, and now you out here glazing Xbox games. You let me know when this man's actually talking about PlayStation exclusives. This dude is out here excited for Gears of War E-Day, like everybody else should be, because it's more likely going to be a good game. But the point still stands that you guys said that Xbox had no games. To the point where you guys have no games, to where you're glazing the same games that you guys have hated. It makes no sense to me.
A first party only Game Pass, who knows? That's probably being made specifically for PlayStation or platforms outside of Microsoft's own ecosystem,
you
right?
ponies really think you're that important. They're making it for everybody. If Microsoft could put the game on a calculator, they'll put it there too. I don't think Microsoft is biased in regards to that. As long as they can continue to make money. And like I said, as a Gears of War fan, I would like to see it on PlayStation. You know, I would personally do. I mean, at this point, who really cares where people are playing these games, man? You guys put so much emphasis on exclusives, but every time we find out and watch videos like this, you guys are always glazing third-party games. I guarantee he's going to bring up GTA 6. I already know.
They'll probably try to get it on Nintendo Switch 2 as well. So, Microsoft's doing a lot of big things, a lot of big plans to truly become the best third-party publisher. And with Xbox Showcase this June, that's going to show off more games on PlayStation, and Gears of War E, they headlining it.
But what about PlayStation showing more games on PlayStation, though? Ain't that the reason why you picked up the PS5? You didn't pick up a PS5 to play these lousy Xbox games. That's what you said when they weren't coming to your platform. Now all of a sudden they're the cream of the crop. They're gonna get 9.9 out of 10s. You see what I'm saying? You see the bias of what these people are doing. And by all means, I don't care if these games go over, but I find it quite hypocritical that the same games that you guys said were bad on Xbox are the same games that you out here glazing, praying on your knees to be playing on PlayStation. That right there shows me that you guys got no good quality games.
You see PSSR 2.0.
Do you see Nintendo gamers getting on their knees praying for Xbox to put games on their platform? No, they would still rather play their exclusive games because that's the reason why they picked up the Switch too. Now, when you fast forward to PlayStation, we don't hear that case because we knew you guys love Xbox games. You just didn't want to play the games on the platform. We knew this already.
Now, 2.0 technology, it's going to be a great time, right? PlayStation is stacked. It's crazy. They even announced...
So if PlayStation is stacked, then Xbox might as well be just as stacked because the same games you glazing right here are the same games that are going to be on Xbox. So I guess they're all stacked.
An Xbox Fan Fest. They're bringing it back. And now that Xbox Fan Fest encompasses so many other platforms, who knows? I might cop me some tickets, go out there, Xbox is on PlayStation. Xbox has been doing lovely. Ever since Microsoft decided to put their games on PlayStation, they have been stepping up. They had to step up.
Yeah, let's translate it. These Xbox games was good on Xbox, but yet now all of a sudden they're good games because they're on PlayStation. I'm sorry, I had to translate what you were saying because we already know that's exactly what's going on here. Because if this game came out, let's say we don't really know for right now, but I'm saying, but if it did come out as an Xbox exclusive, y'all be hating on it. We already know that. Oh, we don't like Gears of War. We got Intergalactic. We got Wolverine. But now that potentially the game might drop on PS5, now all of a sudden the ponies getting out of their stables. Oh, look at that. Xbox is dropping more carrots. We out here starving. Sony ain't giving us enough games, but Xbox is.
Now they realize that you got a console fan base of 90 plus million, and then soon they'll add the Switch 2 on top of that. You got to treat console gamers right. So, technically, you Xbox guys should be thanking us. Because the raw strength...
You should be thanking Xbox. If it wasn't for them, you would have no games. I don't think that's how it works, Puertorock.
Right.
Thank you for what?
The raw size of the PlayStation fan base makes Microsoft really take console gaming seriously. If it wasn't for us, they would have still treated y'all like plebs.
You know what? I think you got a point. If it wasn't for the PlayStation fan, then Astro Bot wouldn't be at 1.5 mil. Matter of fact, speaking on the PlayStation fan, if it wasn't for the PlayStation fan, Gears of War, Killzone, Resistance, Infamous, Folklore, Motorstorm, these games would exist. If it wasn't for the PlayStation fanboy, I'm sorry. What about SOCOM? If it wasn't for the PlayStation fan, SOCOM might still be around. If it wasn't for the PlayStation fan.
You guys are finally getting the respect. Simply because...
so now they get the respect. You hear this? Come on, man. You can't be any more biased than this. This is a biased take, bro. Oh, now all of a sudden they get in respect because they dropping games on your platform? That just goes to show you guys that y'all been on that haterade ever since.
There's a console fan base to respect, which is the PlayStation fan base. So you're really eating off our backs. Listen, you guys need to stop.
What? But y'all ain't eating off your own, though. I don't know how these dudes thinking that. Yeah, these dudes are ridiculous, man. Like I said, man, if these games was PlayStation exclusive, Gears of War probably would have failed by now. Have you ever noticed something? Mr. Puertorock heavily. Let's go through the name of games that Sony don't make no more. Blasto, Extermination, Jersey Devil. There's a lot of games. What's that other one? Trying to think of. I think I did say Extermination. Siren. Remember Siren? Motorstorm, ATV Fury. Their own NBA license. What happened with that? What happened to all these games, though? Remember Sly Cooper? Y'all remember the Jet Li game on the PlayStation 2? Rise of Honor? You know, what about Folklore, Heavenly Soul, and Motor Storm, and Twisted Metal, and SOCOM, Confrontation, and SOCOM 4, and Warhawk, Starhawk, PlayStation Home, you know, Little Big Planet, Infamous, you know, Killzone 2 and 3, you know, what happened to me? Mar Nation Racers, Crash Commando, Trash Panic, what happened to us though? Where are we at? You got your PlayStation games out there sticking their hand out of the graveyard talking about PlayStation fan, please buy me. But you guys rather buy these Xbox games instead. Crazy.
In the hands are feeding you. You understand? Our numbers is forcing Microsoft to take console gaming seriously because your numbers is just not the big enough. So it's a great time. This is a great day. Hopefully they could get back to Gears roots, you know. I really enjoyed it. I played and beat Gears 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5 were okay.
Now all of a sudden he
but
enjoyed
I really
it.
hope they go back to the 1, 2, and 3. Obviously with the modernization, all that stuff. But really they could go back to that great feeling of Gears 1, 2, and 3. I never played Highbusters or Judgment, but
this is crazy, man. And like I've said before, I don't know what's worse. Being a PlayStation fanboy claiming that these franchises was bad and now Xbox had no games? Or Xbox fans getting mad that these games are going over? I mean, at the end of the day, all you guys are doing is building up the community of Xbox. While games like Concord and Marathon time and time again fail, understand where your money's going to. It's going to that evil corporation that you guys say so much that you allegedly hate. But if you hated them so much, you would even support these games on PlayStation. That just goes to show you that you guys have always been hating. Xbox has always had the heat. Xbox has always had the games. You just didn't want to buy the platform because you are biased towards the company, which is fine. But understand that the more you do that, the less and less franchises you're going to get from Sony, which is what is starting to happen. And I've called this out from the very beginning.
you know,
That's why you don't have no Gran Turismo. Instead, it's Forza. I mean, at this point, your PS5 game's still with another devil. Remember when I told y'all this? I said this years ago. PS5 ain't nothing but another Xbox. That's literally what it is. Except it doesn't have Game Pass, Quick Resume. It doesn't have all those other aspects. But nonetheless, it's another Xbox.
So
remember when I said the Xbox Series P, man? You know, that aged very well, didn't it?
Get back to that. But great year.
You know, but like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. You know, PlayStation fans, now all of a sudden they're Xbox fans. Now all of a sudden they're looking forward to Halo, Gears, Forza, and Fable, you know. But ain't none of them talking about their own games. I find that quite funny. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, take care. Peace out.